Hello everyone, welcome to the next video of C programming. In this video, we'll learn a new concept that is command line argument. So what do you mean by command line argument? It is nothing but we are passing some parameters to the program for execution. But the interesting fact is till now also you have also given the parameters for execution. But here what we are doing, we are giving parameters to main function. Normally, whenever you have studied function chapter, while calling any function, you can pass argument and also you have to catch argument. But we have not given any argument from the command line or from the command prompt. Okay. But when the in the command prompt, you are giving the arguments, you are giving the arguments to the main function. So today we'll discuss how to pass arguments to main function. Okay. So in the second line, I have specified the main function is modified to accept these arguments because we know that whenever you are passing any argument, someone should be there who will catch the argument. So from the command prompt, you are giving the arguments and the main function here is required to accept the arguments. Okay. Now how actually you are doing this? Let us see. So we are doing this by using two things. One is your argc and one is your argv. Okay. So the first parameter is of type integer and the second one is an array of pointers to string. Okay. These parameters are actually given the name like this. So argc means what? This is argument count. Okay. So that means it will specify the total number of command line arguments you have given to main functions. And also it includes the program's executable name. Okay. The second one is argv, that is my argument vector. So what argument vector contains is an array of character pointers where each pointer points to a string of command line argument. Okay. So if you'll understand in details, so we have to go to the example. Okay. So let us understand. Now what actually you are doing, whenever the program is compiled and an executable file is created, we can take the example in DOS as well as in Unix environment. Okay. So in DOS, the name of the executable file is same as the program name with a .exe extension. Okay. Suppose the file name is test.c, then the executable file name will be test.exe. And in Unix, it is actually a.out. In place of a.out also, I can create my own object file or executable file. Okay. So suppose the name of the program is my program.c. So I can create, okay, by writing cc minus o my program, okay, then space my program.c. So I can use this one in place of a.out for execution. Okay. So when the in the command prompt or the program is executed at the command prompt, the argument is supplied. The first argument is always the name of the executable file. Okay. In the command prompt, if we'll provide the arguments. Okay. Now, while providing, the first argument will be the name of the file, executable file. Okay. So that the parameters argc and argv can be used to access the command line arguments. Okay. The parameter argc represents what? The number of arguments on the command line, and all the arguments applied at the command line are stored internally as strings, and their address are stored in the array of pointers named as argv. Okay. We will see the example how it is working. So we have discussed the meaning of argc and argv. Clear? If you see that I have discussed argv of 0 contains the name of the executable program. That is the first argument. argv of 1 contains the first argument. argv of 2 contains the second argument, and so on. Okay. The last element, that is argv of argc, because we know that array index starts from 0. So if argc is 5, that means 5 arguments we have given. But argv of 5 is always null because you are starting the index from 0. Okay. Now let us see through the example. Okay. So we are writing a simple program. Then suppose you are writing the program for addition of two numbers. Okay. So these two numbers will not take input from here. We will give the input from the command prompt. Clear? So if I'll give the numbers from command prompt, I have to write okay. Integer argc is to keep the total number of count and argv will keep the address. Done. So forget about the numbers. Done. Suppose I'll write a number one equal to argv of 1 and number 2 is actually argv of 2. But what actually you are doing, argv of 1 and argv of 2 all are your string format. To convert the value from string to integer, because whenever I'll add the numbers, okay, simple thing, if I'll add the numbers like suppose 25 and 35, I need the output what? 60, but 60 is integer. That is what I have declared the result variable. But number 1, number 2 are also integer. But this 25 and 35, whatever I have given in command prompt, those are not in integer format. Those are in string format. Because by default, the values are present in string format. So what I need to do, I need to convert this string to integer for the operation. Okay. And in C programming, to convert the integer string into integer, there is a method known as a to I. So this string will be converted to integer. Okay. Then I'll add the numbers because my numbers are now converted to corresponding data type of integer. Then okay. Saved. Now let us compile. Compilation done successfully. Now I'm executing without providing any argument. Okay. Now see, nothing is coming because we have not provided any value. So if you're not providing any value, and in Unix actually, if you write dot slash a dot out and you will press enter, it will give you some error because you have not supplied any value. Okay. So that means we need to supply some value. Okay. So here in dev C++, there is a option of parameters. So if I'll give the parameters like 25 and 35, and we have told that the by default, the file name is the argv of 0. So 25 will be stored in argv of 1, 35 will be stored in argv of 2. Okay, that you are converting to integer because of this function, and then you are writing the program. So let us see compilation done, run. Now see, result is 60. Previously it was coming blank because you have not given any argument, but now you have given the argument in command prompt, so you are converting. Okay. Now let us see one thing. We are not writing a to I, and we'll see what is the output is coming. Okay. You check parameters already there. The warning. Assignment makes integer from pointer without a typecasting. Okay. Even if warning is coming, let us execute. You are getting some random values because those are your string values, and the string values will be concatenated by using plus operation. So any random value is coming because you are not converting to integer. So that's why we have understood all the values in command prompt are by default in string format. If you want to do any operation, you have to convert to the corresponding data type. So from string to integer, I need to use a to I. Okay. So this is what the simple, any program you can write, like suppose you have to check a number is palindrome or not. The number you want to supply from command prompt. So give the parameter, convert from string to integer, store in a variable, and then rewrite the program. So it's all about how you are giving the input. Okay. Let us try one more example. Okay. Now suppose index printf total arguments are percentage d. I'm printing the value of argc. So whether to check whether the number of arguments I'm passing, the same number of values are coming or not. Okay. Now next what? I need to print all the values from index 0 less than argc index plus plus. Okay. So what I'll print here? Printf percentage s because everything is in string format. Okay. argv of index. Just wanted to check what are the values are present in every array. Okay. Let us give some parameters. Mm, hello, I am answer 4 and 5. Compilation done. See, understood. Total number of arguments are 9. Hello, I am answer 4 and 5. Clear. Along with the .exe file. Understood. Okay. So this is how the command line argument actually works. That you can check the argc value will contain the total number of arguments you are passing. Argv will keep the address of every value or the address of that particular values, whatever you have supplied. Okay. So through this video, what actually you have learned a different thing, command line argument. If you want to initialize the value from the command prompt, then also you can pass the value and you have to catch and you have to convert as per the requirement. If you are passing string, you are not converting, so it will be stored in string variable only. But if you want to do the operation in integer, you have to write down some predefined functions so that the values from string to integer will be converted and you can do the operation. Okay. So thank you everyone for watching this video.